Reggie bought a new tyre for the ride-on because the other one was flat. Not flat, it was disintegrated, wasn't it? So putting on a new tyre so we can finish cutting this grass. Got a few things on the agenda today. Hoping to sprinkle some lime down in the area where the fruit trees are going to go, and hopefully Reg can connect some of the water tanks to the shed, start collecting more rainwater. That's today's goal.
That's the plan we have. We don't know what the day will bring.
Another beautiful day. We're in autumn now, but the weather has been so warm, unusually warm for autumn. No complaints here though. What you doing?
Securing the tyre. Okay.
Good idea. Once Reg had tested that everything was running okay, it was my turn now to get on the mower and cut the grass. We decided that I would cut the grass and he would install the water tanks to save time. This was the first time I had ridden the ride-on, and let me tell you, it was quite fun. I obviously had it in a slower gear than what Reg would drive it in, just to be safe, to have control of the vehicle or the mower, and especially over all those bumps, I didn't want to go flying off like a rodeo.
Dusty trail and endless skies. I got my guitar, no alibis. With the wind in my hair and the sun in my eyes, I'm on the road, chasing my dreams, no goodbyes. Every mile, every town, I've been up, I've been down, but the road keeps calling, can't stick around. On the road, where I find my way, every sunset, every break of day, rolling on, with the world to see. On the road, where I'm wild and free. The city lights fade as the night comes alive. With the stars above, I feel alive and survive. Every step forward leaves the past behind. On the road, new adventures to find. The open sky, the winding path, leaving worries in the aftermath. The journey's long, but I just laugh. On the road, where I find my way, every sunset, every break of day, rolling on, with the world to see. On the road, where I'm wild and free. In every town there's a story to unfold, in every fate, the tale to be told. every town there's a story to unfold. In every face, a tale to be told. The road is rough, but my spirit's bold. With every song, a new truth I hold.
We were given these 2 water tanks from a friend who no longer needs them, and here Reg has been redirecting the downpipe that comes off the shed roof, so we can capture the rainfall that we hope to be getting over the winter months. The aim is to use the water for the fruit trees that will be planted in a couple months, and any other things we may need until the house is sort of moved onto the land and the real water tanks are installed.
Dusty trails and endless skies. I got my guitar, no alibis. With the wind in my hair and the sun in my eyes, I'm on the road, chasing my dreams, no goodbyes. Every mile, every town.
Reg has installed the 2 water tanks temporarily to catch water off the roof of the shed. Had to remove that temporary bathtub that the previous owner had here. So we've got the 2 tanks connected to fill each other up, and he's just installing the hose part, and then he'll have the overflow coming out of this one, which will put that bathtub here to the left where the fridge is at the moment for any overflow. That'll be exciting to see these fill up. I mean, we've got 3 IBCs here, no, 4 IBCs, which are all full, which is good. And then there's all these bathtubs that were used for other things by the previous owner. So I've just finished cutting the grass, which is a relief. And we've just got a guy coming here now, which is going to give us a quote for the septic system. While I was mowing the grass, I noticed there was some really big cracks in the ground. It's been extremely dry. Here you go. So we haven't cut the grass too low because if you leave it a bit long, hopefully it doesn't dry up the soil underneath as quickly. Have a look here. Once you cut the grass, you get a better idea of what the land looks like. The ups and downs, the divots, where you need to level it, depending on what you're going to use it for. There's only one tiny patch right at the back on the hill there that wasn't cut because it's too steep for the ride on, and we don't want to risk it falling over or rolling over, so we'll just whippersnipper that section when our new whippersnipper comes in, hopefully next week. Absolutely beautiful day today. So, I'm about to sprinkle the lime on the soil. This is where the orchard will go, which is that apple tree there. Across, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 to 12 metres across, I think, and then they'll come forth as far as the trees Anyway, I've just got some Rich Grow garden lime to sprinkle down. And I also bought some gypsum, which I'll do maybe next time we're here. So, here we go. Let's start down there.
I've been up, I've been down, but the road keeps calling, can't stick around. On the road, where I find my way, every sunset, every break of day, rolling on, with the world to see. On the road, where I'm wild and free. The city lights fade as the night comes
I
alive.
don't think this bag's going to get very far. 10-litre bag. A little third of the way. It does say to water it in, and there's no water, and there's no rain coming. So yeah.
With the stars above, I feel I can survive. Every step forward leaves the past behind. On the road, new adventures to find.
I'm actually wondering if this is a waste of an exercise. Should I be putting in this in the soil after I dug the holes for the trees? Might do that before we plant. Well, you can't actually, because you meant to put the lime in, well, I was told 6 months to a year before you plant the trees. We're not going to be waiting that long. We're hopefully we'll be planting in July, because they say bare rooted trees and pot trees, fruit trees should be planted in July. So we're in May, so 2 months. I've got to do a bit more research on that. Anyway, I'll use the bag that I have now, and then we'll probably come back in the next fortnight, maybe do the other half, because I don't think this is going to go all the way, definitely not. And then I've also got the gypsum that I bought, which they say doesn't change the pH, but it breaks the clay down. Now, is that the one that also has magnesium in it? Can't remember. Anyhow, let me finish this bag. Got about a quarter left, and yep, we'll continue, and I'll let you know, or you let me know. Should I be doing this lime in the actual areas, specifically in the section I'm gonna plant the tree? Should I mark that out and just do that little section, or sprinkling it in the sort of, main area is enough? Yep, hopefully I'll get this video in time to get your replies back in time before I get the trees. Should do. We're in May. I'll be back.
The open sky, the winding path, leaving worries in the aftermath. The journey's long, but I just laugh. On the road, where I find my way every summer.
Yeah, so we got about halfway across. Not too bad. It's a 10-litre bag. I've just put a little marker on the fence so I can remember where to start from. Hopefully that marker stays there. It's about 8 metres across, roughly speaking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, about 8 metres across. Yeah. If I want to go about 12 metres wide, I'll do it. I think I'll sketch out a plan with the measurements, how many trees, what circumference they need when they're grown, a placement, a site plan. And we'll see, and I'll find out if that was just a waste of an exercise, but surely it'll do something. even if it's minimal. And we've finished everything we had to do today. So we had to finish cutting the grass, which I did, except for that little patch over on the hill, which will whippersnipper because of the steepness. We don't want to risk rolling on the little ride-on. We connected the 2 water tanks to collect water off the garage that's there. I sprinkled the lime, and we emptied the van with all the stuff that we're collecting over at the house we're living in now. Is that everything? Yep. So all in all, a good day. And I think we'll pack up and head home now because it's probably about, I don't know, 5:30. I don't even know what time it is, to be honest. Yeah, anyway, talk to you later. So Reg is just emptying the van with the things that we're bringing from home. Bits of corrugated iron, some fencing, some, what were they? Irrigation piping. Just bits and pieces because we've got a lot to bring back. Ouch. Oh good, he's nearly done. Excellente. I'll pack up our little kitchen. We've had a cup of tea, we've had some lunch, we had some dessert. As you can see, the sun's setting. It's about 4:30. Before I thought it was 5:30. It's about 4:30 p.m. So we'll finish up and head back home, get home and cook dinner. I've been told we're going to have coffee and then we'll head out. So I'm going to make some Turkish coffee or Greek coffee, depending on what part of the world you're from. I'll show you. Actually, I'll put it on a tripod. Coffee and sugar. Good day today, Reg. Good day. You happy with today? I've got grass everywhere. Nearly ready. Nice day muck on them. You wait till it sort of simmers and comes up to the rim. You don't overboil it because then you'll get rid of the game muck, which is that top creamy top layer. Smells wonderful. Wunderbar. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the Turkish or Greek coffee. Beautiful. Number one. That's what we call kaimaki. Kaimak.
Dusty trails and endless skies. I got my guitar, no alibis. With the wind in my hair and the sun in my eyes, I'm on the road, chasing my dreams, no goodbyes.